Hi Anna, it's your favourite Pilates teacher here, just about to put you through your paces. So if you would like to lie down, I will see you on the mat. So lying yourself down, have your knees bent, your feet flat on the mat. Take your feet a little wider than hip distance apart and then bring your knees together so one leg supports the other. Allow the back of the pelvis to open. And just for a moment, let your body settle. Noticing where you might be holding tension or tightness, and make any little adjustments you need to, just to be comfortable. Keeping your thoughts inwards, I'd like you to focus in on your breathing. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And just take a few deep breaths. Breathing deep into the belly and exhaling. And then allow the breathing to go on in the background. Just wiggle your feet closer together and draw the right knee into your chest. You're going to hold on with both hands as you hug it in. And if it feels right for you today, just slide that left leg out, keeping the left leg long. Noticing how it feels on that right side, to your back, to your bottom, to the back of the thigh. And then keeping a hold of that knee with your left hand, just gently take the knee across. Keeping your right arm wide, your right shoulder down. Feeling a stretch across the back, to the bottom, and to the outside of the thigh. Come back to the center. We're going to place that right foot to the floor and hug the left knee in. Hold on with both hands and just notice how that feels. And if it feels okay, slide the right leg out. Just let it settle there, releasing into the back of the body on the left side. And then keep hold with the right hand, take the knee across the body and take the left arm out a little wider, settling into a comfortable twist. And then come back to the center and you're going to bring both knees into your chest. Hold on to the legs and we gently rock from side to side, massaging the back of the body. And then as you rock, start to circle those legs around. So we move a little into the hips, you move your pelvis a little bit, you move your lower back a little bit, just waking things up. And then we go the opposite way. And then come back to the center, place the feet to the floor. So you've got your feet hip distance apart, making sure your pelvis is lying level and your upper body is relaxed. And then we're going to come into your favorite bit and focus on your pelvic floor. So I want you to imagine that you need to pass wind. And you're going to switch on the muscles that you would use to stop that happening. And then it's a busy day, so you also need a wee, and you're going to switch on the muscles that you would use to stop that happening. It's actually all the same group of muscles, you're just activating your pelvic floor. And you want to be able to do that without tensing your shoulders, your jaw, or squeezing the cheeks of your bottom. So we're pulling up on the inside and you're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and let it go. And then we check in with our fast twitch muscle fibers, the ones that you need if you coughed or sneezed or picked up something unexpectedly heavy and you needed them to switch on quickly. So we do the same thing of activating the pelvic floor, but we're going to switch on, off, on, off. Nothing else should move, not your eyebrows, not your cheeks, not your face. Just keep going on, off, and we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. And we look at the endurance of the muscle again, and we just activate pelvic floor and hold. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. And then once more, switching on, off, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Okay, so we're going to come into our pelvic tilt now, and we're just going to keep that focus with the pelvic floor just to create a little bit of support for the body. So activate the pelvic floor and then squeeze both sides of your bottom, and you're going to tilt your pelvis up, just gently pressing the lower back down, tilting up just a little way, coming back down, and then through neutral, and then tilting your pelvis down. And this one is more important for you to try and increase that arch to the back. Try and keep the pelvic floor switched on, and then come back to neutral. Just do a little tilt up, not too far. Keep the pelvic floor switched on and tilt down. So we're really just warming up through the lower back, and I'd like you to do that a few more times through. Emphasizing the downward tilt, but only to the point that feels comfortable for you. We'll do 2 more of those. And then last one, and come back to neutral. Let your pelvic floor rest just for a moment. I know you'll be hating that. And then we're going to activate it again, but we're going to sort of check in with our deeper abdominals as well. So let's have your heels to the floor, but your toes lifted. And you're going to imagine that your heels are on thin ice, so you can't put lots of pressure down through them. We're going to activate the pelvic floor, and when you do, ideally you will feel some tension to the lower half of the tummy, kind of running in between the hip bones, but you may not. So what we then do is just pull the belly button back towards the spine as well. So we're activating our deeper abdominal muscles, and you should feel some tension around that lower half of the tummy. Now as that's switched on, and you're imagining that you've got your feet on thin ice, just try to lighten the load through the feet ever so gently. So you're not taking your feet off the floor, but you're trying not to put loads of pressure through the heels. And then we're going to try and keep this switched on as you carefully lift your right leg up, and then carefully place it back down without letting go, and lowering your right heel to thin ice, and then doing the same with the left, lifting up and lower down. And I'd like you to just lift one leg and down, and then the other leg and down a few more times. And your main aim here is to be able to switch from one leg to the other without shifting your hips. So without having to put all the weight on one side and then all the weight on the other. So the lighter we can keep the feet, the better. And we're going to do 4 more of those. Keep checking pelvic floor, belly button to spine. We'll do 1 more. And then release it and let everything relax. And it's really important to let the pelvic floor relax. You can bring the knees in and rock again just to release to the lower back. And then come back, place the feet to the floor. So we're going to think about strengthening into the back, bottom and the back of the legs, but we use our core for support. So activate the core again, so pulling up through the pelvic floor, back through the belly button. This time you're going to squeeze both sides of your bottom, but you're not going to curl through the spine. Think about keeping your hips level as you lift your hips up, and you go just as high as feels right for you, and then slowly come back down, keeping the hips flat. So we go core, bottom, and then lift up. So we don't just try and do this with the back of the legs. We've got to distribute the work evenly. So core, bottom, lift, and lower down. Same again. Core, bottom, lift. Can't remember how many we've done. So we'll do a few more just to make sure. So it's not really about the amount, it's about the quality of the movement. So just making sure that you are activating the muscles in the correct way. We'll do one more. Okay, so we're going to repeat our heel lifts and our hip lifts that we've just done, those two. But as you're starting this, you might want to just do it once, one set, not just once, one set. And so you'll ignore the next two bits. And the stronger you get, then you can add in the second one. But if you can do this every day, every other day, then you'll build up your strength. So we're going back to having the heels on the floor, engaging those core muscles, trying to keep the hips steady and the feet light, and then you lift your right heel up, carefully down, left heel up, carefully down. So no tension through the upper body, pelvis lying level. Keep thinking pelvic floor, belly button to spine. Make sure you're breathing as well. That's the other important part. Again, I've lost count. Do two more. And then release it, feet down. And anytime you want to, just bring the knees in and rock. And then we're coming back to our hip lifts, feet hip distance apart, core muscles on, squeeze the bottom, lift the hips up and lower down. Core, bottom, hips lift and lower down. And we keep that going. We're going to do 8 of these. So that's halfway, 4 to go. Last one, and release it, and we'll hug the knees in again, and then place the feet to the floor, bring yourself up to sitting. So you're going to be lying down onto your tummy now, coming into Sphinx pose. You're going to switch off the legs, relax the muscles in your bottom. Start to create an arch to the back of the body as you're resting on the elbows, relaxing your shoulders and sliding your shoulder blades down. And just stay here for a few breaths. And this one is a good one to add sort of intermittently through your day, just coming into Sphinx pose and taking some deep breaths, because it can help create space to the lower back and maybe help with your sciatica. So we will come back to this a couple of times in this section. But for now, we want to think about strengthening the muscles here too. So we'll come down low and place one hand on top of the other, and then you're going to rest your forehead on your hands. I'm not going to go down quite so low because it will distort the microphone a little bit. So with your forehead on your hands, just engage the core as we've been doing. So pulling your belly button up towards your spine, pelvic floor pulling up, and we're really trying to recruit those back muscles. And then what you're going to be doing is trying not to use the arms or legs to help, but just gently lift your head away from your hands. So tucking the chin in, back of the neck long, core muscles on, and then we start to lift. So trying not to push into the hands. You want to feel your back muscles working and be aware that the tummy and the pelvic floor are helping to support, and come down slowly. We're going to do 5 of those, so you've got 4 to go. Slowly lifting up and lower down, and the slower the better. So 2 more. Feeling the back switch on, trying not to use the arms or legs. Finishing that last one. And you can always build up the number of repetitions as you feel a bit stronger with that. But for now, let's push up onto your hands and knees, take your knees a little wider and sit back to child's pose. So just taking a quick rest. And then we'll come onto your hands and knees, checking your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. Now it depends on how your hands and your wrists are feeling today, but try to persevere with it. You can always come onto your fist and keep the wrist straight if that feels better for the hand and for the wrist. And if today the hands and wrists are just not comfortable, then miss this one out. So we're engaging the core, you're looking ahead of you. Without letting go through those core muscles, you're going to slide your right arm forwards and your left leg back, and then bring it in, trying not to move the back of the body, and then we slide right leg back, left hand forwards, and bring it in. So we'll do that a few times, and just the same as when you were lying on your back with your heels on thin ice, we try not to shift the hips at all. Next time you reach your right arm forwards and your left leg back, stay there. You can keep the hand and foot to the floor, or you can lift the hand up, and we're going to hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, just onto the other side, slide forwards, lift up, hold 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Sit the bottom back, take a rest. And then one last time, we're going to lie down onto your tummy and come to your Sphinx pose. So again, shoulders down, looking ahead of you. Depending on the kind of day you've had, you may stay here, or you may want to push into your hands, lift your elbows and just increase the arch to the back of the body. But see how it feels for you today. Shoulders down, take some deep breaths. And then we come back down one last time, push up onto your hands and knees, sit the bottom back and just release to the back of the body. And then walk the hands in and uncurl. So I hope that's woken up your core and it wasn't too traumatic. Please do play around with the number of repetitions. If it feels too much, just drop the number. But hopefully as you get stronger, you will be increasing the number that you do. Do just ask if you have any questions or concerns, and I will see you soon. Lots of love.